Hello, this is Matt on the Moon Lambo channel. Things they are a-changin'. Of course, by now I know everybody's heard the news regarding the United States presidential election. Of course, Trump president-elect yet again. Markets responding incredibly favorably. I mean, even before it was confirmed that Trump would win, even just on strong speculation, that was the most probable thing last night. Markets rallied tremendously. Bitcoin hit a new all-time high before we even technically knew for sure. As I mentioned in my last video, XRP started running, and it was doing it somewhat independently. Obviously, it's on the same day, but it happened by itself at a time when Bitcoin actually wasn't surging. So that's obviously, very clear signs of life. You'll love to see it. And XRP, yes, has legal clarity, but my God, the fact that Trump has won does mean that we're probably not going to have to deal with Kim GENSLER anymore, the supreme leader and dictator at the SEC, for now. Don't forget that, as is customary anyway, Jay Clayton, that little asshat prick, he left early. He resigned when the Biden administration was coming in. At the end of December, just several years ago, of course, suing Ripple and attacking all XRP holders on his way out the door. It's just one of the most absurd things that's ever happened in SEC history. It's just completely ridiculous. But hey, here we are 4 years later. We're better for it, despite that. I know, we were all hurt, I know. But XRP is stronger from a regulatory perspective because of that. Yeah, XRP is the only large cap coin that has legal clarity. I know Brad Garlinghouse, and you'll see he cites it like Bitcoin does, but unless I'm missing something, where is it? What regulator said that Bitcoin is whatever it is? Where's the clarity? I'm not seeing it. I think it's just assumed at this point, but I want it to technically be true. So anyway, I'll share with you what was stated here, some really interesting stuff. But before going further, I do want to be clear. I do not have a financial background of any kind. I am not offering financial advice, and you definitely should not buy or sell anything because of anything I say or write. I'm just an enthusiast who enjoys making YouTube videos about crypto-related topics, but just as a hobby and just for fun. And so, look, this is not a political channel, so I'll only talk about politics insofar as it pertains to what's actually happening in finance, the economy, and crypto. That's my policy here. I'm not afraid to talk that stuff, just that's not what this channel's for. I'll talk about that stuff like on X, social media, that's fine. Not here, though. But I will say, what happened last night, it was a clear rebuke as what has happened over the last several years, including the attack on crypto, unquestionably. It all came together, boiled to a head. And you're talking about Trump winning the White House, strongest performance in history for him. He got the popular vote. He's never done that before. In fact, a Republican hasn't won with the popular vote in 20 years, if I'm not mistaken. Incredible. Electoral college, 312 electoral college votes, as opposed to Harris's 226. Republicans took back the Senate and increased their control of the House. I mean, there's no way to sugarcoat this. If you're on the left, you're not happy with that. Although I would say, even if you're on the left, if you're in crypto, you should at least be happy that your crypto, it's going to be under a lot less of an attack moving forward. Let's say I think that's unquestionably the case here. But there's this headline: Ripple CEO asks Trump to fire Gensler on day one and give Ethereum regulatory clarity like XRP. Brad Garlinghouse, the Ripple CEO, has outlined several crypto-friendly policies that President-elect Donald Trump should advance in his first 100 days. The 2024 U.S. presidential election has concluded with Republican candidate Donald Trump emerging as victor. And they cite here, incorrectly, that Trump captured 277 electoral votes. And I'm just going to make an assumption that that was accurate at the time that they wrote this article, because data was still coming in. And so I checked a few different sources. Here's one, for example, that does state that Trump got 312 here to Harris's 226. I just found a few random sources before recording here. You can see now those sources 312 electoral college votes. So just thought I'd mention that. And then it cites received 71.2 million votes in total, translating to 51% of the popular vote. That's just astonishing. My God. Meanwhile, Democratic candidate Kamala Harris garnered 224 electoral votes. Again, it's actually 226, but I'm just guessing that the data wasn't in. I don't think they're actually that incompetent. Anyway, so they said 224 electoral votes and accumulated 66.28 million votes, representing 47.5% of the total. Amid Trump's early lead, the crypto market experienced a surge, with Bitcoin reaching a record-breaking high of over $75,000 earlier in the morning. Yeah, and so it ended up hitting closer to 76.5 as of the time that I'm recording this, and it's pulled back just a little bit, but still in, arguably in price discovery territory. We'll see if it persists, but incredibly exciting. Like, things are changing here, folks. XRP popping off as a result of all of this. So whatever your politics are, just know that this is good for your financial well-being. It is. It unquestionably, the market's telling you that. There's the reason the market did what it did on this news. It's absolutely incredible. So anyway, amid the election's impact on cryptocurrency markets, Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse has outlined what he sees as critical steps Trump should prioritize to strengthen the U.S. cryptocurrency industry in his first 100 days in office. And here's the post that they were referencing right here. So it's on the screen. I'll go ahead and read it for you. First of all, he tagged Trump on X. That's his official account, 93.3 million followers. And he said, congratulations. Some fodder for your first 100-day checklist to get things moving. Fire Gensler day one, no delays. Oh, golf clap for that one, everybody. Golf clap for that. Absolutely. Now, there's a question as to whether or not you could legally do that. Like I saw, for instance, attorney James Murphy of the XRP community, he actually thinks that there is a sufficient structure in place to actually pull that off. I've seen him make that argument before. Others disagree, so I can't say for sure whether. I would just say this: if Gensler doesn't leave and they try to fire him, if he doesn't want to leave, there's going to be some sort of legal action that ends up taking place, unquestionably. I'm hoping that he just decides to leave. We don't have to worry about this, but if he's not going to do that, yeah, try firing him. That little bitch ass. Get him the hell out of here. Stupid looking Mr. Burns lookalike. Yes, that would be absolutely fantastic. He's just one of the most harmful people, probably, arguably the most harmful person to ever have his hands on anything crypto related. He's just so destructive, harming people's financial well-being. That's unquestionably the case. Anyway, then Garlinghouse says, in his place, appoint Giancarlo, Brooks, or Gallagher. They'd be massive upgrades in rebuilding the rule of law and reputation at the SEC. Host a family dinner and get the Republicans and Democrats moving the digital asset market structure bill forward in the Senate. Okay, I'm hoping that the Dems have learned now, and maybe they'll stop being so damn irrationally anti-crypto, because there is no anti-crypto voter bloc. There is a pro-crypto voter bloc. Quit being idiot sticks. Duh. You're going to keep losing elections if you pull this crap. And then Garlinghouse says, and last but not least, can we get some clarity, similar to XRP and Bitcoin, that ETH is not a security, right? Okay, so I read that and I was like, I know what you're doing there. So I wrote, Brad, totally agree. That last part about ETH legal status couldn't be because RLUSD is on Ethereum, right? I only tease, of course, the clarity is necessary. Yeah, so I would love to have legal clarity for ETH. I've been an ETH holder for almost 7 entire years at this point. First day I ever bought crypto was November 10th, 2017. So I hold Bitcoin still, ETH, XRP, tons of coins for my earliest days of crypto here. But yeah, so the RLUSD, the Ripple stablecoin, it's on the Ethereum blockchain and the XRP blockchain, which is why I saw, clarity for, yeah, exactly. And we should get it, though. We shouldn't have to be wondering if it's ever going to, I don't think it's going to get attacked realistically, but it could, and that's stupid as hell. There was this post from Ripple Chief Legal Officer Stuart Alderati. He wrote, thank you to both campaigns for a hard-fought race and for invigorating the democratic process. Congrats to Donald Trump. You took the time to listen to Ripple's story when we met in San Francisco this summer, and you prioritized crypto as a key policy issue. Now, let's move swiftly to end the regulation by enforcement approach we've endured in recent years and position the U.S. as the crypto capital of the world. That one also gets a golf clap. And it's actually possible now. It actually really finally can freaking happen. This is so good for all of us. Forget the rest of the politics, which I'm not going to talk about on here, because again, this is not a political channel. But as it pertains to crypto, oh my God, this is freaking fantastic. Couldn't be more obvious. Somebody named Dave Michaels, he's in crypto law, securities, antitrust, white-collar crime. Looks like he writes for the Wall Street Journal. I'm not going to share the whole thread, but he wrote in part, after today's election, the country may get a new SEC chair, but it's not obvious that Trump or Harris could fire Gensler. The case law and statute do not say President of the United States, POTUS for short, can fire Gensler just because he/she wants their own chair. And so here's what Garlinghouse said, in response to that, and I love the vigor here. Like, he really wants that asshat prick Gensler to get the hell out of here. Well, we all want that, obviously. So here's what Brad wrote. Ripple CEO, everybody. He said, the Dems managed to fire Biden and anoint Kamala without statute or case law. I think POTUS can figure this one out. And I hope he does. And if Gensler doesn't leave of his own free will, I will not be surprised to see that happen. And I will be excited to make a video all up on the YouTubes covering that very moment. I would love to see that. Now, I'd prefer he just leave so we don't have to worry about, you know, the mechanics of it and any potential fight, but I will still happily, should that occur, happily report on it. And check this out. Oh my God, I love this. So Fox Business Journal's Eleanor Terrett, new, I reached out to the SEC to ask whether Gary Gensler plans to finish out the year as head of the agency or step down ahead of Donald Trump's inauguration in January. A spokesperson declined to comment. Oh, I'm so glad she did that. I mean, she's doing her job, but I just love it. There's something about that just like delicious. It just is. Attorney Jeremy Hogan responded to that and wrote, LOL. Eleanor, you are vicious and awesome. Spot on. Absolutely correct. I also have the displeasure of reporting that Senator Elizabeth Warren, she was reelected. But I tell you this, I am so proud of John Deaton. He put up a hell of a fight. And he got more votes than I think any other human running against her possibly could have gotten. Because Massachusetts, that is a blue haven, my friends. That's for the Dems. And you know what Deaton got? Deaton got, with 98% of the reporting in, John Deaton got 40.4% of the votes to Elizabeth Warren's 59.6%. So there was a real shot that John could have gotten there. But if he can't do it, honestly, I don't think that anybody else could. The amount of fight that he put in this, the real effort and the real money backing him, and just seeing, I watched both of the debates between them live right as they were unfolding. He killed it. He absolutely knocked it out of the park, but it's just with the nature of the makeup, you know, in that particular state. I mean, that was more than just an uphill battle. I think it's incredibly impressive that he got over 40% of the freaking vote in that environment. That's incredible. So, you know, I was hoping we'd have a victory there for him. That would have been amazing capstone for his journey here, arguably starting as it pertains to crypto with the nonsense with the SEC here. But even so, what a cool freaking ride. What an incredible life experience. I am so thankful that he gave it the old college try, as they say. And again, I'm sure that I'm speaking to the choir here, but like, I'm just proud of him. Like, he really freaking kicked ass. So, is what it is. So, displeasure on reporting that happened, but man, again, seriously, major uphill battle. So, things, they are a-changing. There's never been such a primed environment for XRP specifically. Certainly for, you can say it's true for all broadly of all crypto, sure. But specifically XRP, having legal clarity, I cannot wait to see how things unfold here, but it is going to be very exciting. I'm not a financial advisor. You should not buy or sell anything because of anything I say, all right? That would be a very, very, very bad idea. Until next time, to the moon, Lambo.